because you don't just talk about just extraterrestrials, like you talk about their technology or structures they have here.
Well, a lot of what's going on with extraterrestrials now. I'm going to tell the story of this Russian physicist that I looked in. It was about a year ago, and I can't remember his name. He mysteriously died, and all of his files and everything were stolen at a conference in Canada. But he was experimenting with frequency and sound. He was taking like chicken eggs, and as the embryo was developing, he was recording the sound of that, amplifying it like 6,000 times. And then he set up this chamber. He broadcast that sound through a chamber while duck eggs were developing. Okay, so when the duck eggs hatched, they had chicken features. So what is DNA? What are we? We're a frequency band. So these reptilians that have come here in grays, they exist in a different frequency band. Like the reptilians, I don't want to get into this too much because I don't want to go down the conspiracy rabbit hole or anything like that. But planetary system is kind of like a cell phone. It comes with apps on it already. And one of the things, because remember, we're in a universe of duality. Opposite energies. This is one of the things you always complimented me on in my posts. How opposite energies are needed in a physical universe to keep form from formlessness. So there has to be this pull back and forth of opposite energies to maintain a physical universe. So on planet Earth, there's portals that are both positive and negative. Indigenous people know about these negative portals. They won't go anywhere near them. They're like, oh, we're not going over there. And they're all over the world. So what happens is beings like reptilians, they don't have to exist in a physical form. They can become non-physical in a lower energy frequency band and download themselves onto a planetary system. And as the humans develop that are in that negative portal area, they start to take on these reptilian features. They look more reptilian. They're in a lower frequency band. They don't have the same soul or compassion that we have. Just like the Russian physicist turned a duck into a chicken by a frequency band. These lower frequency bands, and they're very specific and very mathematical, they're turning regular human beings into these reptilians. That's how I think they really travel. They don't travel in big, gigantic spaceships and land and then invade people and all this stuff. That's something out of the movies.
Yeah.
They come here as a non-physical frequency band that gets downloaded into different planetary systems. And definitely Earth was one where the reptilians downloaded themselves into. And my guess is the reptilians originated in a more dense previous universe. Just like we had reptilian type beings, dinosaurs that lived here for millions of years. They ruled this planet for millions of years. The reptilians that are in this lower frequency band that downloaded themselves here, they could have been from a denser previous universe and then downloaded themselves into our universe.